Remember, together we shine.
2017 was a very interesting year. We've been working on Exit 38 for probably a couple of years, and it finally looks like things are going to come to a head, and we're going to see some production out there and development probably early 2018, at least from an infrastructure standpoint. And we've been working with developers that show interest in developing a hotel. Well, we're looking at Best Western Premier Brand, the developer that has done some Best Western hotels in other states. It has been approved by Best Western on the Premier Brand level. So he's still working with this paperwork with his attorney and our attorney, and of course he'll have to get his banking information in order, present it to a lending institution. But that's the brand of hotel that we're looking at. From a fueling station standpoint, we haven't really got a definite type of brand there, but the guy who is going to develop the hotel is actually also talking about developing a Bennigan's. And Bennigan's is a restaurant. It's a sit-down restaurant that used to be very popular in the 80s. I'm showing my age, but there was one in Birmingham that I really liked it. And he has a Bennigan's in, I think it's in Illinois or Kentucky, one of the two. And he has shown interest also in developing that brand out there. Of course, we have Burger King in town, and the owners of that Burger King have discussed a Burger King out there or a Popeye's chicken restaurant. And so we're looking forward to those things happening out there. And of course, once we get started with the infrastructure, we expect things to really pick up and people to show more interest. One thing that people want to see is that, one, you can supply them water, you can handle the sewage that's going to be generated out there, and provide the electricity. So once they know that we have those things in place and access through a road into the development, we feel like people will really start showing a great interest. Also, the T100 project, that is a game changer, and we're very excited about it. In 2017, we actually visited Leonardo in Italy, and they are pushing to get that project in Tuskegee, and we're pushing to get it here. So we feel like that will be a real game changer for Macon County, the city of Tuskegee, all around. I think it's going to bring employment opportunities for the young people, university students who are interested in working in the aerospace engineering sector. That's going to be a game changer for them. Opportunities will abound. So we're looking forward to that happening. We're praying and hopeful that it will happen.
So when you were in Italy, did you observe anything from a utility perspective that informs you as to how to respond to Leonardo's needs when we win?
Leonardo in Italy, their electrical system is somewhat different from ours. We actually had our previous general manager with us and myself over there, and we did look at their system, and they're going to get us some data showing what their usage is, the demand that they'll need us to be able to supply. And so we'll be ready when they come. We're absolutely convinced we can provide the service that they'll need. There will probably be some additional development that we'll have to do from an electrical standpoint to make sure that we supply the level of demand out there that they'll need, but we're ready and capable and looking forward to doing that.
A lot of 2017 is about getting ready, doing a lot of the fundamentals of economic development, getting sites certified and ready, doing the due diligence, getting the consultancy. 2017 was also a year about getting Exit 38 ready. It's teed up. We'll talk a little bit more about that in 2018. The T100 project consumed an enormous amount of time, but in a good way. We had the March announcement that Leonardo had selected us. So we went from a very different mode from competing for the love of Leonardo to come to Tuskegee to now being a full team member with Leonardo DRS to help them win the competition. So in essence, we did win. We won the site selection process for Leonardo. Now we have to help Leonardo DRS win. So that was kind of a two-part shift in 2017. So a lot of 2018 is finishing what we started, and then the things that we've prepared to execute in 2018. I think 2018 is we're going to have an announcement one way or another. The award of the TX trainer jet program, we hope, is the T100, which is the Leonardo DRS version. If that happens, probably late first quarter, really probably second quarter 2018, life will change forever here in Tuskegee. And I think by April that we'll see full construction. April, May, June we'll see full construction, going vertical at Exit 38 with retail and lodging, which will be a huge thing. I think our workforce readiness program, our work with Macon County Public Schools, and more specifically with Trenum College out of Montgomery with the Career Tech Center, over $2 million. We now have a new instructor. So part of the getting ready is getting our people prepared, because it doesn't do any good to recruit the jobs to the community if our citizens aren't ready to step into them. So all those things have kind of been happening in parallel. And all in all, it's been an exhausting, but I think a very fruitful 2017.
How does the F-35 affect the climate for the T-100?
Well, success often begets success, and I think that the thing that we have to know is that the projects are distinct and separate. So we can't let up. We can't take our foot off the accelerator at all. I think it does show that the Air Force has confidence in the leadership in the state of Alabama. It shows that we had a regionalism, a mutual support. Now that Montgomery has gotten past theirs, we hope that they can divert their attention to helping us full blow, full throttle, get our project, win our project. Plus, I think our congressional delegation did an outstanding job. They had to work together, use their collective clout. And now I think they can also turn and focus on helping Tuskegee win the T100 project. They're synergistic, really, because the men and women that train on the T100 will immediately go and fly an F-35. The Montgomery F-35 has a Tuskegee Airman piece to it, and obviously Tuskegee's the home of Tuskegee Airmen. So that would really be a full circle of life if that were to happen. So, but I don't think we can take anything for granted. I don't think we can read too much or not enough into it. So I'm pleased for our region. I think it'll help Macon County citizens. They'll get jobs with the with the F-35 project as well. So I think the new year, and I would wish everyone a happy and prosperous new year, but let's put feet to our prayers in 2018 and finish what we've started in 2017. And I think if we do, it could be 2018 could be a year for generations that people look back and say Macon County really joined the ranks of the economies that are doing the best in the country. So that's my prayer.
Well, I think 2017 was a great year compared to the challenges that we had. You know, we had some difficult challenges, but yet the county really and truly was able to provide services to the community at a level that really somewhat surprised many of us. You know, we were able to pave a number of roads, prepare a number of bridges, and just had a really good year for with our programs, our employees. You know, they were really excited, and our leadership was really on top of what needed to be done with the resources that we had. And I think each of us found ourselves somewhat amazed at what we were able to accomplish with the resources that we had. So we had a real good year in a challenging situation. But you know, I think that what's on the horizon for the county is a shared vision of this hope that we have for our county in terms of the development of the T100. You know, that's a hope. We realize that we really can't don't have any control of that, but we do have hope that this will become a reality. We can bring all the resources of Macon County. So it won't be just Tuskegee, it won't be just North Sub, it won't be just Short or the Board of Education or the university. It will be all of Macon County pulling together to make so that we will be strong in our support. The commission has been very actively in giving up support, not just here in our county, but also our surrounding counties, Bullock County, Montgomery County. But the real challenge is for us is, number one, to continue to work with our infrastructure, but also to work with the city of Tuskegee to make sure that Exit 38 becomes a reality. Exit 38 has to be a reality in 2018. So our challenge, and some of the things that we can control, is to put our effort with the city of Tuskegee to make sure that this happens, because that will have an economic impact, not just on the city of Tuskegee, but all of Macon County with the new sales tax and resource, but also it would provide us with an opportunity to begin to change the trend of our population growth. And that's going to be one of the challenges for us in 2018 with our hope. And our goal, our hope is that T100 will become a reality. That will help us in that growth. But our challenge is to work with the city of Tuskegee to make Exit 38 a reality.
Remember, together we shine.